What's up guys, today we're playing Epic 7 and today we are challenging Abyss level 102. I'm not gonna lie, this was the hardest level in Abyss so far and you're going to need some patience to beat it. We're on our free to play account, it's about 80 days old, so if I can beat it then I think that you can beat it too. Hopefully this strategy helps as you climb through your Abyss and challenge higher and higher levels. Celine is a nightmare of a boss, especially for new accounts, because you don't have the hero pool to choose from to be able to tackle a lot of the problems that she brings. One is you need to have a hero with high HP and defense, and also one with high attack. Now I'm bringing Adventurer Ras here because he's opposite element, so hopefully she won't do as much damage to him, and he's going to be my number 3 guy. When she has her counter on number 3, and does the blink, it's going to hit the highest HP target, and that's going to be Adventurer Ras. I think the best hero to use here is going to be Cecilia because she has a slow. She also has a provoke for the ads, which is really good, and she also has a defense break on her S number 1. But we don't have her, so we're going for Adventurer Ras here. Now, if you want to land that defense break, you need to have at least 65% effectiveness to be able to go against the boss, so keep that in mind. Next up, we have Fire Tenebria. As you can see, mine is only level 50, but she is near perfect for this fight, really. She has a defense break and a sleep on her S number 3, which is going to be very crucial for controlling the ads so that they don't get their S3s off and trigger those dual attacks. We also see that she has a restrict and a speed down and a combat readiness decrease on her S number 2, which is also helpful for controlling the ads, but especially important on the first wave. We have the Golem on the first wave, and he basically never gets a turn as long as you bring in Tenebria. She's that good at controlling those ads. You need to be able to land all those debuffs, so you want to have some effectiveness on her. I did it with 79. I think 65 is the minimum that you can have here. And because mine's level 50, then I put Proof of Valor. If you have some other artifacts that would help her either to cycle her skills faster or to land more debuffs, and I think those will be helpful, but I don't have those kind of artifacts quite yet. Next up, we have Curious. This is the same Curious that I used for 101, but for this fight, she has to have more effectiveness because you get a penalty from Celine for not using a fire-based hero. So I have 184. You need at least 165 to land any of the poisons on the boss, which is important for the strategy because I'm utilizing the poisons to take her to 40%, then maybe use some Archie, and then try and finish her off with another round of poison. So we're going to be doing the S3 into the S1 combo. As you can see here, mine is on Grace of Growth. I'm not really investing anything into Curious because I don't think I'm going to be using her after we get past Abyss. Maybe 102, maybe we'll use her once or twice after that, but that's going to be about it. This is all free gear here. We have the free sword that we got from our event, free boots as well. Then we have a helmet that I got for beating the normal raid. Everyone gets that helmet. I have a chest plate that I rolled myself. This one actually turned out pretty good. This is an 83. I want at least an 80 for epic level gear, so this heroic piece turned out very nice. And then this is the arena season gear from the last season. So just a couple of pieces. You're going to need to have an effectiveness ring to achieve 165% effectiveness. So try and pick up one of these or try and craft one. I really don't have any decent artifact, so I'm just using the sun. If you have other artifacts that will help her cycle better, or to help her survive if you're having a problem with that, then just pick an artifact that will work good for your team. But I just didn't have anything else, so the sun is what she's using today. Next up, we have Rwana. I literally used her just like this without a necklace. What I want her for is the dual attack healing here. If the ads get out of control and they start to dual attack, then maybe she'll help my team stay alive. Similar with her artifact, I would like to have her on Celestine, but I don't have that artifact. Should be much more useful on Celestine, but you know, I have to use what I have. Her S number 3, I don't think I even use it. I might use it once if I see an opportunity, but basically what I want her for is just the passive ability. Her gear is stuff that I've been kind of crafting here and there as it pops up. This is a decent level beginner sword, right, I want to have at least 80 here, or at least 77. I get a 75, which isn't bad. But that's because I have this flat HP, which will be good for a healer or maybe even a knight. This one turned out really, really nice. I want to have above a 90 once I have the Reforge, and I get a 101. Has everything I would want. This one turned out okay as well. I think what we want down here is effect resist, but I haven't gotten around to doing anything. And then these last two pieces come from the Hell Rage. This one, not too bad. It's not amazing. Again, I want to have at least a 90. I get an 86. For a beginner level account, pretty decent. This one is a 90 as well, so that's what we're going to be using today. If you have a different kind of healer, someone who can keep your team alive, then I think that would be good. You can also use Bloodstone if you have a really good fire-based ranger. Something like a bomb model Arcana I think would work on Bloodstone, but again, because this is a new account, I don't have those tools in my toolbox, so we're just utilizing what we have. Abyss level 102, wave 1. Let's go over the basics. If you hit Ricorous, then he boosts the attack and CR of everyone. If you hit the Golem, then he counterattacks. If you hit Hazel 5 times, then everyone gets a free skill nullifier. That includes your team, but it also includes the enemy team as well. Now it sounds bad, but it actually works in your favor. As you're trying to control the Golem, he's never going to get a turn. This strategy is to put poisons down on Ricorous and then control the ads with Tenebria. If you get spare turns, then what you want to do is use your S1 on Hazel to get that skill nullified. You especially need this before Ricorous does his S number 3. You also need it right before the boss dies, because that will carry forward to Celine and help you, to survive 1 or 2 blitzes in case those go off. Now again, the Golem never gets a turn, so no need to worry about him with Tenebria. If you do not use Tenebria, then you do have to have a different kind of strategy. So again, I'm going to put those other videos in the description that I think work pretty well, so you can choose a strategy that works for you.
Oh my, how cute. Weep and wail.
I'll protect you.
I'm a bit sleepy, but I cannot escape from me. I'm ready.
I will raise this flag for everyone.
Immature. A nightmare. Especially for you.
If I must fight. Take this!
Now, I won't run anymore. You may try to defy me. I'm a bit sleepy, but I can fight. Here I go.
I'll lead, don't worry. Behold. This is my spear! Yeah!
Immature. Cute. I want to torment you. Let's get it over with.
Should we get started?
Yeah! I'm ready. I'll take care of this. I'm a bit sleepy, but I can fight.
Forward, onto the flag
Oh
of victory.
my, how cute. You may try to defy me.
All right, let's do this.
I'm ready. Step back. Immature.
I will raise this flag for everyone. Help!
I'll help. I'm a bit.
Celine is a monster of a battle. You see a little number 1 right below her health bar. When you use a non-skill attack and it's on number 1, she's going to use Blink into the hero with the highest attack. For me, that's Tenebria, which is why she has Proof of Valor, so that will help her survive. If it's on number 2, then it's going to hit a random hero. If it's on number 3, she's going to hit your hero with the highest HP. And for me, that's Raz. Both of those heroes are fire to help control some of the damage that Celine does. But keep in mind, every time you hit Celine, it's going to go from a 1 to a 2 to a 3, and then that is going to be when you want to target your non-skill attacks, whether that's healing or whether that's through Curious. The basic idea here is we want to control the ads with Provoke, with Stun, or with Sleep. Ideally, what you would want to do is you want to wait until you get your second turn with Tenebria to do the sleep. I mess up here and I do it before I get the S number 2 on Curious, and I decide that it's a much better choice to extend the poisons and wake them up than it is to wait until one more round. Once your Dark ad gets his second turn, you want to control him as best as you can, because what's going to happen is he has an ability he's going to use on the second, the light ad, and that ability is going to then put a immunity on him, and it's going to be very difficult to control. So right here, we are using an S number 1 to try and put him to sleep. It does work, so that's great, and now we get another turn. Again, we see that Celine is on a number 1, so we know it's going to go into Tenebria, and she has a shield, and she also has that Proof of Valor to help her survive. We have plenty of poisons, and we're just above 40% here. I thought that, you know, it must be 40% already, but it's not. Ideally, what you would want to do is you want to wait until the next round of poisons before you hit her, because you see what happened. She took damage, and then it woke up the ads. So that's a mistake that I made again, and we have to suffer for it, but she gets cleansed, and now she blasts you over and over and over again, which is awful. Make sure that you don't use any damaging tactic on her until those poisons take their course. If you save up all of your Archies, then right now you would use them, boom, boom, Archie, and she is going to be dead. So that would be a perfect run, but we have to make up for it here, and so we're gonna kind of get blasted a little bit, and it sucks, but I think we'll be okay.
It's too late to say sorry now.
Her S number 3 cleanses any poison on her, so make sure that you don't use your Curious right before she does an S number 3. She also hits a random target. Right there, she hits my Wrath, which is good. If she had hit my Curious, the run would be over. We get a Silence. That is not good. Let's see if we can get a Sleep here. We don't. That sucks. We're going to have to use the S number 3. Now she's going to go into Rowana, so at least the Tenebria and the Curious will be healed up. We need one more poison off. Here we go. So it's still on number 3, so we haven't hit her, which means we're going to sacrifice that Rowana. She resurrects, but again, we don't need her. We're going to apply 3 poisons here. Very nice. Now let's get a pushback on everyone. That slow helps out so much with the ad cycling.
I'm a bit sleepy, but I can fight.
We get an S number 2 just for good measure. It does not work. You see, it did not extend the buff or debuff on poison here. So hopefully we're able to kill her with just those 3 poisons. There we go. Not a perfect run, but still, we did win this fight. Abyss level 102 is such a difficult fight if you don't have the right heroes. There are other strategies out there, but I just can't use them because I don't have the right heroes or the gear necessary. I'll put some of those in the description so that you can kind of pick and choose on the different kind of strategy you have in case one works better for you. Give yourself some grace and have some patience with this fight. If you can't beat it, that's okay, but make sure you purify the Abyss every day for the extra golden stigma. That way you can at least progress in one way while you're stuck. You're not going to be stuck forever. Come in and try it, develop some heroes, utilize your free unequipped days to try and beat some of these Abyss levels, and you are going to get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this strategy works for you going through Abyss, and I hope that you are able to beat this level and move on to higher content. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.